Loyalty. It's a word we all admire. It means standing by someone, even when things get hard. But in sports, loyalty can be tricky. Sometimes it brings love and respect. Other times, it holds you back. This is the story of Damian Lillard, a player who stayed loyal to the Portland Trail Blazers, no matter what. He gave them his heart, his game, and his best years. But did it cost him a championship? Could things have been different if he left earlier? Was his loyalty a strength or a mistake? In today's video, we'll explore how loyalty shaped Dame's career and how it might have hurt it too. Do you think he made the right choice? Or did he stay too long? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoy deep stories like this, make sure to subscribe and hit like. This is the GOAT Report, where sports stories come to life. The beginning of something special.
The Portland Trail Blazers select Damian Lillard of Weber State University.
Damian Lillard joined the NBA in 2012 when the Portland Trail Blazers picked him. He didn't come from a big college, and not many people were talking about him at first. But right away, he showed he was different. He had passion, he had driven, and most of all, he had loyalty. From his first day in Portland, Dame gave everything he had. He stayed grounded, worked harder than anyone, and soon became the heart of the team. By his second year, people already saw him as a rising star. But it wasn't just about his game. Off the court, he stood out too. He talked openly about family, leadership, and being true to yourself. He didn't chase fame. He wanted to build something real in Portland. And he meant every word. Dame wasn't just a player. He was a promise to stay and fight for the city that believed in him, a star that shined alone. As Damian Lillard kept getting better, people started expecting more from him. He hit big shots to win games and made it to several all-star teams. Fans called it Dame time, because when the game was close and the clock was running out, Dame always came through. But while Dame kept rising, the team didn't always keep up. The Blazers had some good seasons, especially when LaMarcus Aldridge was still there. They made it to the playoffs a few times and even had exciting runs. But deep down, they never really looked like a team that could win it all. Even when things got tough, when Aldridge left, when the team couldn't get past the second round, Dame didn't leave. He never asked for a trade or tried to join a super team like other stars. He stayed loyal. He believed in building something real, even if it meant waiting longer for success. When loyalty becomes a burden. In today's NBA, it's normal for players to switch teams. Big stars often team up, ask for trades, and go wherever they think they can win a championship. But Damian Lillard didn't follow that path. He stayed in Portland, even when he had chances to leave. He signed long contracts and told everyone he wanted to win with the Blazers, not with any other team. The fans respected that and loved him for it. But as the years went by, not much changed for the team. Dame kept giving fans unforgettable moments, dropping 50, 60, even 71 points in a game. He hit game winners that got shared all over the internet. But even with all of that, the team still didn't look like they could win a championship. Dame was giving everything, his best years, his peak performance, to a team that just couldn't take him to the top. The front office struggles. One big reason things didn't work out was because of the choices made by the team's front office. They weren't lazy, they tried to help Dame win. But most of the time, their moves didn't really help much. They signed older players who couldn't keep up. They made trades that only worked for a short while. They kept average players for too long instead of finding real stars. Portland was always just okay, not bad, but never great. Every time they made the playoffs, they got knocked out early. The one time they made it far, in 2019, they reached the Western Conference Finals, but the Warriors swept them. Even after all that, Dame didn't leave. He stayed loyal, believing things would get better. The weight of being the good guy. In a league where stars are always on the move and drama is everywhere, Damian Lillard was different. He stood out as the good guy. The one who stayed loyal. The one who didn't cause trouble or make noise when things got hard. People respected him for that. Fans looked up to him. The media praised his loyalty. But being the good guy has its downsides too. While everyone is cheering for you, time keeps moving. You get older. Your team doesn't change much. And before you know it, Your best chance to win a championship is slipping away. Dame didn't stop being great. He didn't stop working hard. But loyalty kept him stuck in a place that couldn't help him reach the top anymore. When frustration boils over, by 2021 and 2022, something in Dame started to shift. He wasn't mad, but you could hear the tiredness in his voice. He wasn't hiding his feelings anymore. He began saying it clearly. He wanted to win now. Not later. Not someday. Now. He gave real, honest interviews. He admitted things weren't working, and something had to change. The Blazers tried to respond. They traded C.J. McCollum, Dame's close friend and longtime teammate. It was the start of a rebuild, but rebuilding takes time, and Dame didn't have years to wait. He was now over 30. His body had taken a lot of hits over the years. Meanwhile, other stars were moving forward, joining new teams, winning championships, living the dream. Dame watched all that happen from the sidelines. And finally, he said what many had been expecting. He asked for a trade. The trade that took too long. Dame had one place in mind, Miami. That's where he wanted to go. He liked the idea of playing next to Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Together, they could fight for a championship. But Portland didn't agree. They didn't want to trade him there if they weren't getting enough in return. So the whole thing dragged on. All summer, people talked. Rumors came out. News kept leaking. It was messy. And in the end, Dame didn't end up in Miami. He was traded to Milwaukee instead. Now he'd be teaming up with Giannis Antetokounmpo, another superstar. It wasn't what Dame asked for, but it looked like a good deal. On paper, it seemed perfect. A real shot at a ring. But in real life, things are hardly ever that simple. Adjusting to a new role. Milwaukee already had its own way of playing. Giannis was the leader, the main star of the team. So Dame had to fit into something new. He had to adjust, and that's never easy. His scoring went down. He didn't get to control the game like he used to in Portland. The connection with his new teammates wasn't smooth right away. Then, injuries started to show up. By the time the playoffs came around, the Bucks couldn't hold it together. They were out earlier than expected. Just like that, Dame's first season away from the team he gave everything to ended in disappointment. The dream of winning right away, it disappeared. Did loyalty waste his prime? When you look back, it's a tough thing to think about. Did Dame waste his best years by staying loyal for too long? What if he had left earlier? Back in 2017 or 2018, when he was still at his peak? What if he had teamed up with another star instead of trying to carry the whole team by himself? Maybe by now, he'd have a championship ring. Maybe he'd have even more awards and be talked about like one of the greats more often. But instead, Dame gave his best years to a team that didn't grow with him. His loyalty made him a legend in Portland. But outside of that city, it might have held him back from everything he truly deserved, what loyalty gave him. Still, we can't forget, Dame's loyalty did give him something real. It gave him a true identity. He became a symbol of what sports used to be about. A player who cared more about the journey than just chasing trophies. A man who stayed when walking away would have been the easy choice. He turned into a legend in Portland. Kids wore his jersey with pride. Fans followed his every game. He made a deep impact on the city, on the people who watched him grow and never give up. That means something. That kind of connection is rare in today's game. What the NBA can learn. Damian Lillard's story is more than just wins and losses. It's about the hard balance between loyalty and chasing success. The NBA is a business. People care about rings and stats. But loyalty is personal. It's about heart, trust, and staying true to where you started. Sometimes, that means giving up other things. Dame's journey shows us that doing the right thing doesn't always give you the reward you hope for. Still more to write. Dame's career isn't over. He's still a star with time left to chase a championship. Maybe Milwaukee will figure it out next season. Maybe things will change. But even if they don't, his story still means something. He showed us that it's okay to be loyal, to stay true to yourself, even when others say to walk away. That kind of choice is rare, and that's what makes Damian Lillard different. Not every great player gets a ring, but that doesn't mean they didn't matter. Damian Lillard may not have a championship, but he has something just as rare: loyalty, heart, and a deep love for the game. He never chased the easy path. He stayed true to himself. And maybe, years from now, when people talk about real ones in the NBA, they'll say, Dame did it his way. That's a legacy no one can take away. But what do you think? Should Damian have left Portland sooner? Would a title have changed how we see him? Or is his loyalty the thing that truly sets him apart? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. And if this story moved you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to GOAT Report. We bring you the stories behind the stats, because greatness comes in many forms.